This is my daily commute. 11 miles to work, 11 miles back.
Driving is super expensive, especially if you live in California. I am paying close to $6 a gallon for gas. I don't want to drive anymore. So what we've done just recently is we've kind of downsized to one vehicle. I drive to work each day because I have to, right? I still have to work. My wife, she is pretty much doing everything from the bike because she kind of works from home. And then what she does is our son is about 2 miles from us. And so she actually rides a bike to go pick him up from school. She puts him on the back of her bike, or sometimes we have him ride a bike too. And then he comes back to our house, and it's just more efficient. We're like saving a lot more money doing this way. We don't have to pay for additional insurance because insurance is going up as well. And just everything with inflation, it just seems to keep on going up. So we've kind of just managed things to having one car, but it has added a little bit of stress in our lives. And that's kind of what I want to talk about today. Funny story. Recently, I was going to take my son to school, and I was just going to drive him and drop him off on my way to work. Well, I was going to put my bike in the car, and then just from the school, I was going to ride my bike to work because I just brought like this brand new electric bike, 10 ways bike, super cool. It's like a pedal assist bike, so you're not just using the throttle for everything. I get everything ready. I go down to the car, and the car won't start, and it's like crazy. I've had this car for a long time, and just for some reason recently it hasn't been starting all the time. And it's not because the battery's dead, it's just because there's an issue with the lights. When I hit the unlock button, it turns the lights on, and then anytime I open the door, it keeps the lights on for a period of time. Why, I don't know why it does this, but anyway, so the battery just died. And so I was like, shoot, what am I gonna do? Like, how am I gonna get him to school, and how am I gonna get myself to work? I guess like we're just gonna have to like call in for like a sick day, but he's only like 2 miles from school. Like, he had ridden to school before, but he wasn't really comfortable doing it. So I was like, just get on your bike. We're gonna ride to school together. And this was like actually a really fun moment for both of us. We had a lot of fun doing it. I rode with him to school, which is only 2 miles. I know that not everyone can do this. So I get him to school, and then I ended up just riding the rest of the way to work. I was like a little bit late, but it wasn't that big of a deal. And just like the therapeutic benefit of riding like with your kids to school, or riding your bike to work, I think is huge, right? So it's almost like that social thing. You get that social aspect when you're riding with somebody else, and it just makes, I think, the beginning of your day like so much more enjoyable. And then just the fact that I'm exercising on my way to work, like the ride from my house to work is 45 minutes, and I have an electric bike, but it's pedal assist, so I can't just use the throttle like a motorcycle or anything, like where I'm not using any effort at all. Like, I'm actually riding to work, putting in a lot of effort. I'm probably burning off 350 to 400 calories just riding to work, which I think is pretty sufficient. And then after work, I'm like riding back home, which is 45 minutes. So it takes in like some extra time for my day, where this driving time would normally be about 15 minutes. But the fact that I can just go to work and ride my bike is just so much more therapeutic. I feel better when I get home. I'm actually hungrier because I'm like burning all these calories, and I'm thinking more about my health because I'm exercising. And so I want to start eating healthier. Like, there's so many like therapeutic benefits of just riding your bike to work. And I know it's not possible for everyone. Like, a lot of people, they have to get on the freeway, or maybe they have like way too many stoplights and they can never get to work. We live in an apartment, and it's really nice to be able to decide like where we live. And so a lot of times whenever we move, which we move like every year these days right now, is to be able to just plan on living somewhere close enough to work where I can be able to ride my bike. And riding my bike 11 miles to work isn't that close, but it's nice that I have an electric bike because it's not that much work to get there, and I just feel like better once I get there. Now, the other day I was actually riding in the rain, and it was pretty miserable getting to work. And so I get to work, I'm like drenched, like my whole body is soaking wet. But what I ended up doing is I just went into the hospital, and I grabbed some extra hospital scrubs. I was able to change quickly. I grabbed some patient socks. I was able to put those on my feet, which it wasn't the best. And then I was able to, for the most part, dry off. Now, it would have been nicer if I had some rain pants or an additional pair of shoes, but it was cool that I could just ride to work even in like these adverse weather conditionings where I'm like, it's just pouring down rain and I'm soaking wet. Like you can still like get yourself to work and it's really not that bad. And I used to live in Taiwan for 2 years where I was riding my bike every day, rain or shine, and I just got used to it. I had some goloshes for my shoes. I had rain pants and a rain jacket. Just being able to get everywhere on a bike is so much more convenient, and I think it's just so much more therapeutic. As someone who wants to exercise more frequently and make that exercise more meaningful to me, I think biking to work every day is like a simple way to kind of improve your just overall well-being. If you want to just feel better each day, like biking to work has just kind of made my work life balance better. So if you're on the fence or if you're thinking about it, I would highly recommend biking to work or taking your kid to school on a bike. It can just be a really great way to make your day more meaningful. So anyway, I hope you like this video. Please like, subscribe. I will see you in the next one and I hope you have a great day. Thanks.